Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern. This is pain, man. No Jamal Musiala ball coming up against Buchum. Jamal Musiala has a muscle strain in his adductor or abductor. I don't really know. I think it's the muscle around here. It's a strain, nothing serious. Actually, according to Nagelsmann, he could still travel with the team. So, yeah, Jamal Musiala will miss Sunday's game due to a strain in the adductor area. It's nothing dramatic, but we have to be careful. That's what Nagelsmann said. To follow up on that, he said, we'll have to see how things develop tomorrow. I would like to take him with us, but it has to make sense. If it was the Champions League final, then he would certainly be able to play, because after that, there aren't any games. We have to be careful. So it's a muscle strain. It's a game on Sunday, so there's still a chance he could make the bench. And if Nagelsmann's saying he would like to take him with us and see how things develop, he could just come up and say, hey, I'm fine now. We're good. And everything is good. But man, we have to be careful. This is only the beginning of the season. We don't want this to turn into a bad situation. So it's probably safe, if there's any bit of doubt, that he stays home. Oh, man, bro. Why is my club like this? It's not just Musiala. Matthijs de Ligt is also injured. Bro, de Ligt has a torn ligament, not in his leg, thank God, in his arm. So in his hand, I don't know which hand. So Gnabry also has something with his wrist. Bro, what's going on? What are we doing in training? Are we boxing? Floyd Mayweather out here? Come on. Who's getting their wrist injured? That's so weird. So that's what the team's looking like. It looks like we might actually see someone play. Upamecano also has an injury. Apparently, he has some fitness issue. Upa took a knock to his fibular. Bro, what's a fibular, man? I think it's like, yeah, it's the inside calf bone. Yeah, okay, it's the calf bone. Interesting. We took a knock there. Doesn't mean it's actually injured. So we don't know yet whether he can play. So Upamecano could be on the bench. De Ligt, who should naturally replace him to make sure Upa doesn't, get worse in a worse way, he also has a torn ligament in his hand. I guess in those instances, you would just, I don't know, put some Band-Aids. I don't know. How do you fix a torn ligament in the hand? What do you do? I mean, yeah, you have the players that wrap things around their arms, but yeah. So it does mean Sane will definitely start, or Kingsley Coman and Sane at the same time. That would probably make the most sense. Gnabry is also, bro, this is what I'm talking about. Injury FC. We sell Nianzou, and all of a sudden, both our center backs are out. And now we could be moving to Pavard at right back. And then, yeah, it's just, the team's just going to be restructured. 2 to 3 players changing in that starting 11. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is Bayern. This is how we are. Injury FC. I say that, and really, every club goes through injuries. You can never predict how things move in football. Here I am getting excited to watch Musiala play again, and he's injured. What the hell, man? This sucks. I don't want to see our star boy at home playing FIFA. Come on. We want to see him on the field. Maybe it could ruin his momentum a bit. I hope it's not that bad to the point where he can't be on the bench. I don't even care if he, comes on for 2 minutes or doesn't come on at all. Just being in there would give me enough, yes, it's not that bad. Yeah, man, this kind of it's annoying. These things are annoying, but we have to be careful, cautious. We don't want him getting injured and it becomes worse, and then we miss him for 2 months instead of just 90 minutes. I believe we're playing next week in the middle of the week, so we're playing a DFB Pokal game. So we play Bochum this Sunday, which I'll be doing a watch along for. Should be fun. Oh, crap. We play Victoria Cone August 31st. So crap, man. What is this nonsense? We really got to figure this out. What's going on with these one game a week? When's the Champions League coming? When's the Champions League group stage draw? Do these people realize November is coming up very soon? November is like 90 days away. When are we supposed to play the Champions League? When's the draw? They haven't even done the draw. That's stupid. Nah, man. Hey, yo, get me UCL football back. I want to watch Bayern every 3 days. I don't care. It needs to happen. I want to watch the World Cup, of course. But man, what is this nonsense? Talking about, oh, we got to wait 7 days just to watch Bayern. This is ridiculous. This is shameful behavior. Who's doing this to me? I'm missing my team for 7 days. Come on, man. Maybe Musiala wouldn't get injured if we played more games. We're training all the time. I'm seeing more training pictures than match pictures. What's going on? I need to see, Pakmas, match day. I want to see match day. I don't want to see, look at this crossbar training challenge. Shut up. I don't want to see that. So let's play some more games. UEFA, get your act together. Do the schedule. I need to see the team, bro. This team is cooking too much for me not to want to watch it. This is disrespectful to me. All right. So, yeah, Sunday we're playing. Lots of interesting games in the league tomorrow. I guess this is kind of a preview. I don't know who's going to start. I assume Sané. A lot of people have been saying, well, Sané played with the B team. Coman played with the first team. Well, a couple days ago, last week, Matthijs de Ligt played in the A team alongside Lucas Hernandez or Upamecano. And guess who started the game? Upamecano and Lucas. It doesn't mean anything. Obviously, Nagelsmann is giving players a chance to see how they can offer something different to the A team being the starting team. That's normal. That's how it works. So just giving players, different roles, see how they perform and how they gel with the A team is actually rather important. So I don't know why people thought, that must mean we're changing the team and Coman's going to start immediately. No, Kingsley might start actually because Nagelsmann said he's a contender to start. And yeah, because Musiala is out too, it makes sense for him to start. But if we had our whole team fit, I don't think Kingsley would start ahead of Sané after his suspension. Not saying he hasn't been training. He has. It's not like he's coming back from an injury. But I think, the rhythm of things, training and games are very different. So, yeah, I'm excited, though, to see what Leroy Sané can do because I think this is a chance for him to say, hey, I'm still here. I know Jamal's cooking right now, but I cook too. So I really need Sané to do something and actually not lose the ball in midfield and make good passes. I watched Musiala's goal against Frankfurt, his second goal. Bruh, that pass from Sané, I can't forget it. It's so smooth. It's like one of those, the pass being better than the goal thing. It was great. So I want to see Kingsley. Nagelsmann said something that kind of made me go, what are you talking about, G? It was such a weird comment. So here's what Nagelsmann said on Kingsley Coman. He fits very well into our concept. If you ask him, he's not a winger. He likes to play centrally. But that goes for everyone. And it starts when you're young. What the flip are you talking about, my man? What are you talking about? As the British would say, you're chatting. You're just chatting crap. This is stupid. What is he saying? He's saying Kingsley's he's not a winger if you ask him. Of course he's a winger. That's his career. His dribbling is that of a winger. His pace, he's a winger, man. Stop trying to do the whole, he was always a central attacking. No, man. Kingsley's really good at 1v1s against fullbacks. Look at what he did to Juan Foyth against Villarreal. He was one of our brighter players. Only we had a striker that could do more than just stand around and wait for the ball to come to them, Lewin Disney. I'm joking. So, no, he was one of our brighter players. Why? Because he was able to take Juan Foyth on, and he was just destroying him all game. Maybe Coman can play in central areas, But he made his career as a Bayern player from the wings. What are you talking about? Oh, he's not a winger. He is. Don't be an idiot. Don't try to do the whole every Bayern player isn't really a winger. Sané's a winger, bro. Stop lying to yourself. Gnabry ain't no striker. He's a right winger. He's really good in the position. Remember 2018 under Kovac 2018-19 season, where him and Kimmich was right back, just built that crazy connection. He was a right wing. That was where Gnabry played. So I don't know why we keep doing this thing where it's like, well, Kingsley was always a striker. Bro, come on, what are you talking about? So maybe it's just the system. But to be fair, Nagelsmann will get criticized if he has maybe 75% of our team performing and the other 25% are wingers just don't perform. We spent a lot of money replacing Frank Ribery and Ian Robin. This club, historically, has been known for some of our wingers, right? My favorite Bayern player of all time is a right winger, Ian Robin. We have wingers at Bayern. So he's going to have to find a way, man, to fit Kingsley, Sané, Gnabry. I mean, actually, Mane's a winger. I'd say that's his best position. I don't think he has the technical clinicality to be a number 9 by himself. He can be a number 9 like Timo Werner, where he runs off a target man. But the way we play with our attack, it's really fluid. So we create chances not by crossing, or we don't go the hoofball route. We actually play through teams. So it allows Mane to get chances. But he's not an all-out number 9 like Harry Kane or Benzema or the Polish fraud at Barcelona. Yeah, I don't understand why there's an obsession with not playing players in the position we all know they're better at. Sané played left. People forget this. He played left wing. Nagelsmann was really happy with him there. And then the season restarted, and Sané moved to right wing. What the hell was that about? That didn't make sense. Sané was playing well at left wing for both Germany and Bayern. It's really weird. So what I'm hoping in this game is to just see the team rotated. I think we need to start rotating more, because here it comes. The Champions League is going to come soon. We're going to have a game every 3 days. What, are we just not going to rotate the team, knowing there's a World Cup coming up? Come on, dude. Also, I'm pissed, man. I read somewhere that the German national team staff is loving Musiala's performances, and they're going to play him in the midfield next to Kimmich, and I wanted to puke. What the hell? Again? Musiala is proving that his goal and assist output is way, way more. He influences the game more in that central attacking zone. In fact, actually, I wouldn't even call Musiala number 10. Bro, this kid can play anywhere he wants. He's like a Messi kind of player. You just give him the ball wherever, and he'll do something, right? He can come deep and get the ball and turn on pressure, win a foul, or dribble through the opposition's press. He can do that. Or he can stay out wide, get the ball, and go with the fullback, nutmeg him, pass in between, link up play with the striker, and score top bins. That kid is capable of a lot. Or he can go to striker, receive the ball with his first touch, lay it off, run in behind. Or he can start in the central zone, run at a defender, do the nice little Iniesta thing, and just pass the ball, get it back, pass someone, get it in behind, get an assist or a goal. Bro, he's a bowler. Why are we pretending like, oh, yeah, just because he's also good defensively, or he has footballing intelligence, he can play in an 8. It's not that Musiala can't play in an 8. He did it well. He did it against Barcelona. He did it against Leipzig. He's a really good number 8. And he did it against England. He did it against Italy. He did it against the Netherlands. He had De Jong doing splits. So I understand that aspect of his game where people are like, he's really talented. He does a lot of things. He has a lot of good traits. But does he influence the game more in attacking zones or defensive zones? That's the question these coaches have to ask themselves. So far, he's showing, even more so than ever before, that he can influence the game attacking. Let me read some comments here because I forgot there was a live chat. Yeah, Musiala is better in camp. Yeah, agreed. I mean, does everyone here agree? We've seen Sane at right wing because Coman got scolded for 3 days. Is that what happened? I forgot, man. No, we didn't see Sane at right wing only for a certain amount of time. We kept seeing him there over and over again. Guys, what's Musiala's best position? Jamal's not injured, seriously injured. Yes. I hope he doesn't get rushed to be on the bench because this is interesting. I do. Yes. I don't know what I asked that made you just say yes. Well, what's Musiala's best position? I'm curious if we actually have anyone that thinks he's a freaking CDM. And don't tell me, oh no, he's not a CDM. He's like a central midfielder, bro. Come on, look, he defends more than he attacks in the central midfield role. He's given less license to dribble. That's how it works. Like he's a DM. I see. Because we have two CDMs, really, Kimmich and Sabitzer, or Kimmich and Goretzka. They both have the same defensive responsibilities. It's not like if Musiala was in that central role, he wouldn't be expected to break up play the same as, unless we had like a Casemiro next to him, then yeah, he would have a lot more license to do whatever he wanted. Because you just have a big, blocky Brazilian with no technical ability, whose only trait is to break up play. So, oh, by the way, Casemiro to Man United. I mean, it's actually a really good transfer because Casemiro, as much as I don't rate him, I think he's a donkey. He's like a Bugatti without the ball. What color is your Bugatti? Yeah, he's like a Bugatti without the ball. But on the ball, this dude is a rundown Honda Accord. That's what I think. I don't think people realize because they watch, highlights how bad Casemiro is on the ball. Real Madrid have this brother sometimes. Like when they're in their build-up phase, it's so funny. Luka Modric and Kroos will be almost next to each other in a pivot, trying to control the tempo of the game. Modric has more license to dribble, and Kroos, he's the passer. Casemiro will be in some weird spot, like he's not dropping in between the center backs. He's just standing somewhere because he's useless in build-up. His role is to win headers and win tackles. He's good at that. But, bro, I would not buy that guy for a team that wants to play possession football. Yeah, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't, man. Let's be honest. And United are getting Anthony for $100 million. Bruh, ruining another player's career, man. Why do players go there if it's not for money and fame? Those are the only reasons I would think of. Why would you want to go to Man United? I mean, there's the whole, if I'm, part of the players that, if I'm part of the player or a group of player, that brings United back to glory, I have this and that. No, dude, you're ruining your career. You're going to a club for money. That's what it is. And for a fan base. People are saying, Musiala, Man United needs experience. The way you said that. Yeah, experience, right? All right, people are saying Cam, central attacking midfielder. I think FIFA made people just call him an attacking midfielder. Left wing, left mid. You know what's funny? I have seen Musiala cook at right wing too. Whenever we had Sane and Musiala starting as attackers, Musiala would play on the right, and he was still really good. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, come on, man. I can't wait. I think it's going to be an interesting game. So, basically, Casemiro would be like Edson Alvarez for Manchester United. The way Edson Alvarez played as a 6, is kind of standing in the middle, and then it allowed some other players to have more license to move forward. But Casemiro don't mean nothing. Casemiro doesn't mean anything if you have Harry Maguire. Oh, wow. Huh. Chelsea just bought some dude named Kasede. Who the hell is that? Is that their answer to Musiala or something? He's a midfielder from Italy. 16 million from Inter Milan. Bro, this kid must be good then. He must be good. Hey, I'm happy with the business we're doing, but man, can we stop selling players unless their name is Bonasar? Can we stop that? Oh my gosh, Nottingham Forest have spent more money in this transfer window than Bayern Munich. Where are they getting this money from? Didn't they just get promoted? That is ridiculous. Omar Richards is injured. Of course. Man, we could have sold half our team to Nottingham Forest. Look at how much money they're paying for some randoms, some FIFA regens. This is crazy. Iwoni already has a goal. That's crazy. Yeah, PL tax. That's what it must be. Musiala is already better than Foden. Let's just admit that. Well, here's what I'll say about Musiala versus Pedri and all those questions. I think Musiala is already at a better trajectory than Phil Foden. Phil Foden's 22, man. Pep Guardiola will play. He'll play games. I don't know why he hasn't played in the last few games. Maybe he's injured. I don't care. But I'm telling you, Musiala's footballing IQ is already better than Foden's. I think Musiala also has the flexibility advantage, so he can play multiple positions. Foden is an attacking midfielder, and he can't play in the midfield, like central midfield. So Musiala already has the advantage. Same with Pedri. I think with Lewandowski going to Barcelona, it takes the attention away from someone like Pedri. Believe it or not, it does. When Lewandowski scores a tap-in, the world goes crazy. That's what's going to happen. Gosh, Nottingham Forest are just signing anything. They're signing anything they can get their hand. Anything that moves and breathes and looks black, they're signing. Hey, they're representing the brothers out here, man. Oh, Niakate? Dude, he left Mainz. He's at Nottingham Forest now. Mainz made some nice profit from that. Why am I only seeing Premier League clubs? I mean, there's 1, 2, 3 in just the top 5 teams with the most money spent. Obviously, we're up there. But gosh. Man, we now have a better net spend than PS. We did not. People think we just bought. We also let 11 players go. We brought in 15, including the young players that moved from academy to academy. Casemiro and Kane. Sell Bonasar to Nottingham Forest for $4 million. That's smart. We should. Man United is a graveyard for players. It is. United won't be back. They won't be. Would you take Foden instead of Musiala? Sure. Yeah. Give me Phil Foden. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah. Let me just get rid of Musiala and bring in Phil. Are you stupid? Get whipped. Get whipped again. No, not enough. Get whipped. Good. Now you understand. Sar for $24 million to Forest. Dude, they're just spending money on just anything. They are seriously just buying anything. Man United have spent $79 million so far. Leipzig are 22nd. Dude, Dortmund have spent $100 million, which is just $50 million, less than us. But oh no, Bayern, they're ruining the competition on the league. Look at Man City in here, spending 133 million. Now they brought in 175 million. Which, by the way, I mean, say what you want about City, they have never been that club that's spending 800 million on players. I mean, they buy a lot of players, but they sell a lot too. So you have to respect that aspect of Man City. Oh, did everyone hear that Naby Keita wants to leave Pool? Did you hear that? Did y'all hear that? Apparently, he's linked with a move back to Leipzig, actually, and other clubs, of course. I don't think he'd go back to Leipzig. I mean, I think it'd be smart for him. He could just, travel back to Leipzig and just, bro. I don't know. Leipzig could, if they bought someone like Keita and brought him back, having Timo Werner and Naby Keita, bro. Keita's the exact midfielder Leipzig actually need. And that's the funny thing. He's literally what they need in a midfielder. Like, bro, he gives them the ball playing capability. Leipzig need a midfielder like Kimmich. Obviously, they're not going to get Kimmich. I'm saying like someone that could give them the same things that Kimmich gave him. De Jong is actually an option. Well said. I was talking to a Dortmund fan today, and he told me he's sick and tired of playing Bayern Munich. Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, no one's going to want to play Bayern. Let's be honest. Not this Bayern team. No one's excited. Oh, yeah, Bayern Munich. We drew them. Everyone's just like, oh, crap. Got to play Bayern Munich. Barcelona fans, as much as they talk about Farmers League, they're probably the one fan base that they're not trying to play us. Right? They're not trying to play us. They don't want that. So, yeah, I mean, I can only imagine how much people hate Bayern. I can imagine it. It's probably similar to my hate, towards maybe Barcelona. Like I want them to fail. I also really dislike Manchester United. No, I don't dislike them. I don't mind them. I just think it's hilarious to watch them fail. It's funny to me. It pleases me that they're failing. So I can imagine like where people are coming from when they say I hate Bayern and I hate what they're doing to the Bundesliga, as if it's our fault that teams like Leverkusen are bottom of the table 2 games in, and they lost to a bunch of nobodies. So and they have a better team than the teams that beat them. And they were winning against Dortmund until they weren't. No, they didn't win against Dortmund, or they weren't winning at any point against Dortmund. I think they didn't even score. Yeah, it was 1-0. But they had more quality chances and more possession at Dortmund's home. What does that tell you about Terzic? I'm telling you, man, we just got to figure out what's going on with the Bundesliga. I don't know. There's some teams that just deliberately try not to perform. Seventh Bundesliga team lost to Hungarian team. Well, the 9th Bundesliga team won the Europa League, beating the 6th Premier League team. West Ham, I think, were 6th at the time. They beat Barcelona, the 2nd team in La Liga. This logic don't make sense. You need to stop using this logic. It's dumb. Exactly. Title, Barcelona fans hate him, and he wants to say, why doesn't he go to another club? Dude, I think De Jong is such a freaking child, man. This dude is talking about weather. Your club hates you. Your fan base you play for hates you because they want you to go, take less money, right? Get paid less money, even though you agreed a contract. Come on, man. And he's still there, like, acting as if they care about him. It's actually disappointing. I think it's just crazy. It's ridiculous, quite frankly, that you have a team that hates a player, wants him out, and that player still clinging on to the team. Here's what I would do if I was De Jong. Immediately sue Barcelona. Either you let me go for free or you pay me the money I'm owed and then you sell me. That's the only way this works. So Barca would have to do a mutual termination and De Jong becomes a free agent where he'll be offered 20 million a season from a lot of clubs. I mean, Bayern would probably be like, hey, we don't have to pay a transfer fee for you. Come on in. And he can go to whichever club he wants to. He could even go to Real Madrid. De Jong should be one of those players that ended up hating the club they went to. It was like a love story, and then it became a hate story. It's like you started dating someone, you really liked them, and then they freaking broke up, thought you were cool. I mean, it was a mutual breakup, and then one day they break into your car and steal your wallet, break your tires, and then you just hate them. That's what it is. De Jong thought, hey, we love each other, right? We'll never leave each other. He took a pay cut during COVID because he wanted to support the club. And they have backstabbed them. Bro, and it's so weird because Barca, if you're trying to improve, shouldn't you be doing your most to keep De Jong? Pull another lever and keep that man. But if you keep him, you're going to have to pay him the money you owe him. And he's still sticking with you. That's crazy. I mean, on one hand, I respect De Jong for sticking with a club that's not in a good spot. On the other hand, I don't respect him for sticking with a club that hates him, with a fan base that disrespects him, even though he's one of their best players. It's crazy when you have teams like Bayern. So if I was De Jong, go to court or go to Barcelona and say, hey, you don't have to pay me the 18 million you're going to owe me or whatever. It's probably like more than that. I think they owe him 18 million now, but they'll owe him more in the next, 2 years, 3 years. Say, hey, look, let's mutually agree that I leave. Because Barca want it both ways. They don't want to pay De Jong his money, and they also want 70 million as a transfer fee for him so they can help balance their budget and balance their books. So De Jong could be like, all right, let me go for free. You don't have to pay me what you owe me because we know this is going to be a long process where I go to court. I'll win it because the contract says what it says. But if you just let me go for free and let's terminate this contract, I find my new club, that's going to work better for me. That's what De Jong should do if he was smart. But no, I wore a Barca shirt when I was 8, and I'm going to ruin my career. Stupid. Estúpido. Ex-Ajax players need to be given chance to start games. I think I would love to see that Ajax team of 2019, all of them just at different clubs just bowling. I think I need to see Donny van de Beek actually given a chance. It's weird because Ten Hag is there now, and he's just trying to recruit that team back. To be fair, that's a smart. I think if Ten Hag ever coached Bayern, we would probably we would have definitely looked at Frankie de Jong. Because think about it. If we had gotten Ten Hag instead of Kovac, it would have made sense. But even now, I understand because Ten Hag is like, I had the best team in 2019. It was taken from me because Ajax isn't a big club. He stayed at Ajax for too long. That's one of his problems, right? When Bayern came in for you, you should have been like, yes, right? We wouldn't have had Hansi Flick. But any sane person would say yes to Bayern. We would have paid his release clause from Ajax. He would have joined us, and he would have been backed. At this point, I think De Jong would have joined Bayern over Barcelona. I think we would still have De Ligt, and we'd probably have gotten Donny van de Beek instead of Sabitzer. Let's be real. I think Van de Beek is slightly better than. No, he's way better than Sabitzer. I think it would have been interesting to see how that went out. Really interesting. But I think Ten Hag, he has himself to blame. Why did he let Ralph Rangnick go? It should have been a condition of, all right, if you want me to come to your club, make sure Rangnick is there. Maybe it was a thing where it was an ego where Ten Hag was like, look, I did these things at Ajax. I can do it again. I'm a great manager. I know what I'm doing. But he didn't realize how deep the rabbit hole was at Man United. Now he's having to have conversations with people that call the sport soccer. He's going to lose his mind, right? Every time I watch this guy's press conference, he's sounding more and more like Pep Guardiola. Oh, yeah, I have nothing to say on the football. I playing good football. I don't know. He sounded like Pep. I don't know. It's interesting. How serious is Musiala's injury? Oh, got in here late. He could still be on the bench, but it's a strain in what's the muscle called? The adductor. So it's a strain right here. Nagelsmann says we'll see what happens tomorrow, but he won't be starting on Sunday for caution. Also, I mean, he did make the point that if this was a Champions League final, Musiala would still play because it's not that deep. And also it's an important game, which kind of tells you he thinks Musiala is one of our most important players. So that's good to know. But yeah, I think we'll see what happens. So it's not a serious injury. It's just an annoying one because that means we don't have to watch him for a day. But this show was really about our multiple injuries because De Ligt is also injured with a wrist problem, which he can just, I'm guessing, just wrap up and it's fine. As a defender, do you really use your hands? If he was a goalkeeper, then yeah, wrist injury is pretty big. But he also tore a ligament in his hand. So Upamecano has a fibular thing, which is the bone in your calf. Bruh. So yeah, we got some interesting injuries, man. So that means Upa could potentially not play, but De Ligt could also not play. So which is annoying because we were hoping if Upa was injured, it would I don't know what I just said, dude. Ancelotti confirms Casemiro's decision to join Man United. I've spoken with Casemiro. He wants to try a new challenge. We understand his decision. Interesting. I think Casemiro would actually work in the midfield with Limer. And my rationale behind that. No, not Limer. What am I saying? What am I saying, dude? I just said the most outrageous statement, and I don't even know why I said it. You know when you just say something stupid? Sane will probably start, and Kingsley Coman will start because Gnabry was injured. George, what do you think about Vinicius Jr.? I really like him. I watched the guy play. I don't know why. I always thought Vinicius Jr. was just another one of them fast Brazilian wingers who just dribbles in circles. He's clearly technical. But then I wrote him off, when I saw him dribble in circles and do nothing, have no end product. And then he worked hard on himself. And then he built a connection with Benzema that you just have to understand is really good. And he started cooking. Rodrigo was considered by most Real Madrid fans as the superior talent because at least he had some decision-making in his game. And he wasn't one-dimensional at the time, just pace and dribbling Vinicius. And then he just changed it, right? He worked hard and, bro, he's cooking. So I personally think players like Vinicius have a place in the game. I really like watching how they, do certain things. His decision-making will only improve because let me look at his age. He's 26 or no, 22 or 21. He's really young. He's 22. Okay. So he has time to just sharpen some tools in his game. I think he still lacks, that conviction in front of goal. I mean, he has it more now than he's ever had before, but 4 goals with the amount of chances he's able to create for himself. Also, I think he would benefit from a manager like Pep Guardiola at Real Madrid. I love Carlo Ancelotti. All of you know he's my favorite manager in football history. Not just because he wins matches smoking cigars and cigarettes. My name is Don Carlo Ancelotti. I win football, smoke cigarette. Look, not only that, but the way he is, I think I like his personality. But with that being said, his system is really negative sometimes. I don't think he's also a manager that is strictly known for developing young players. Don Carlo will go for the proven talent rather than the guy that needs to learn to pass at the right time. So I think a manager that's young, that plays attacking football, that can coach Vinicius' game, because clearly he's a hard worker. Vinicius would learn. Vinicius is going to be an animal. He's going to be muchas problemas to deal with. So a very big problem. The way he plays, dribbling, pace. His shooting is good, but I think he's kind of like Kingsley Coman, where either the shot is amazing and it just hits the right spot and it's satisfying to look at, or it goes to space sometimes. So yeah, you just need to coach that. Clearly his passing is good. Sometimes I see these passes where I don't see it, and then he passes and Benzema gets it. Credit to Karim Benzema, because as much as he doesn't, I don't think he likes Vinicius. They just have this partnership. You know what? I think I understand why Benzema and Vinicius forced each other to play well together. Because Benzema told Vinicius he's trash. He told his teammates don't pass to him, right? And bro, that's harsh. But I think it made Vinicius go, all right, I'll show you. I'll be your top assist teammate. And now Benzema's looking at it like, okay, maybe we should pass to him because he's giving me a lot of assists. I think without Vinicius' form the way it is, I don't think Benzema's scoring that many Champions League goals. I don't think he's scoring those many La Liga goals. I don't think he even performs to that level. Now, Benzema's his own guy, but his best football comes when Vinicius is next to him and they're playing with each other. You watch it happen. So I really rate Vinicius. I think he has a lot to improve, though. He's no Frank Ribéry, though. I'll tell you that much. I made a tweet last night saying these wingers don't come anywhere close to Frank Ribéry and Robin, because Frank Ribéry and Robin were perfect. What weakness did Robin have? Maybe he could have used his right more, but even when he used his right, it wasn't like that far. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wait, no. What am I reading here? Julian Nagelsmann on Musiala's injury. If it were the Champions League final, we would have played him for sure. Has a slight stretch in the hip flexor. If something else happens now, it could happen for 5 to 8 weeks with a torn muscle fiber. He's not saying he's saying if we got him and he got re-injured and the strain didn't heal in time, then he would be out for 2 months, which is what we don't want. So we want to be careful with Musiala. I thought he said Musiala is going to be out for 8 weeks. Oh, it scared me. Oh, man. Scared me, man. Oh, that scared me. I almost had a heart attack. 2012, 13 any day. I think 2013 Bayern. Guys, we got to realize we won that Champions League in the weirdest way ever, right? Flick pulled some magic and we did some amazing things, but bro, we still smashed Barcelona 7-0 in 2013. I think our team was more complete. Remember how many times we would hear, oh, that Bayern Munich high line could be exploited by Mbappe and Neymar. It could be exploited by Lyon, because we had some slow players playing a high line. Now we play a high line, but I don't remember one time where I'm like, oh, we're slow. No, everyone's fast. Lucas is fast. Upa's fast. The only non-fast player in that back line is Pavard. So we're fine with the back line. But in 2013, we had no weaknesses. Javi Martinez was the perfect destroyer. Schweinsteiger was in the midfield just cooking. Robin and Ribéry, Mandzukic. Bro, what weakness did we have? What player was in that team that just, he couldn't play football? No one. Lam, Alaba, Boateng. Bruh. No, I'm literally trying to think. Like, I mean, injuries happened, but in the Champions League run, our team just obliterated Barcelona. Bruh, we actually had no weaknesses. We weren't like defensively open. Like, oh, Barcelona scored 5, but we scored 7, so it's good. No, they didn't score with Messi, Neymar, Iniesta. Bruh, they didn't score. So I think the 2013 team was special because it was the first time Bayern won a treble. The 2020 team still had issues, but Flick's system just overwhelmed the opposition for the most part. Literally, we would start games from minute 0. We were passing in between the lines every 2 seconds. Hansi Flick's system is so underrated, and we were just going, creating chance after chance. That gave Lewandowski a license to improve and break Gerd Muller's record. But then COVID happened, which kind of takes away from the beauty of that moment. Because imagine if we had 80,000 fans in that final. Or I don't know what the stadium capacity was, 60,000, whatever it is. Bro, that makes I mean, sometimes I'm like, man, if we had fans, would we have beat Barca 8-2? So, yeah, there's these question marks. We got to win the Champions League again, just to prove to everyone it wasn't some accident. And I think this year is the perfect year to do it. And Nagelsmann's going to have more pressure now than ever. Bro, look, the club supports him. They're not going to say, if he doesn't win it, we sack him. But they know we spent money to win a UCL. You think they spent 150 million, 67 million of that went to a center back? You think they spent that much because, we want to win another Bundesliga? No, they want to compete in every trophy. Look at the players we got rid of. Lewandowski is the only one that was a starter for us. We have all our starters. We improved our midfield. We improved our defense by a mile. We improved our attack. Mane, well, I would say it was like a, world-class player comes in, world-class player leaves. It kind of stays even. I'd say Lewandowski slightly edges it because he's the elite of the elite, whereas Mane is just elite. And then there's world-class, elite of the elite. And that's where players that, compete for that Ballon d'Or, where Mane's below that, but he's still above world-class. Like, he can do crazy things. So, I mean, this club spent money. They know if we don't win a Champions League or we get kicked in the round of 16s or quarterfinals, they're going to be looking at Julian like, especially if this season there's some new manager from somewhere that just looks attractive, and they'll be calling some new man. Trust me, if Tedesco has another season where he's just amazing, I don't think we'll ever get Tedesco. His philosophy just doesn't fit us. We'll be looking at other managers for sure. Like if Ten Hag isn't having fun at Man United, we'll be calling. If Pep is like, I'm tired of Man City, we'll be calling. If Klopp is like, I need a new champ, we'll be calling everyone. Pochettino's just sitting there. We'll be called because guess what? This club wants to win the Champions League again. You can tell they're desperate to win it. So, all right, everyone. Great show. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. The only thing that can stop us is injuries, someone just said here. All right. I think the 2013 team would destroy any team. I agree. I think most teams in history weren't as complete as us, man. Oh, my gosh. I forgot Bayern had Jordan Shaqiri. Oh, man. That guy. Where is Shaqiri? Shaqiri. Where is he? Where is he at? Where's he at? Dude, he's still only 30. He plays in the U.S. Dude, he plays for Chicago Fire. Bruh, he's still freaking yoked, man. That boy's buff. He's still buff. Look at the muscle. That's crazy. Dang, Chicago Fire paid $7 million for him. Now, Shaqiri went to look at his career. So Bayern bought him from Basel 2012, $12 million. He didn't really shine like that. We loaned him to Inter. in 2015. Inter bought him permanently for 16.5 million. So good business from Bayern, right? Good enough. I mean, we made a profit. Then Stoke City bought him from Inter a few months after. And then in 2018, Liverpool bought him for 16 million. Stoke City lost 2 million 3 years later. But he gave him a lot. He scored a lot of goals. I remember his FIFA card, man. Oh, remember that Shaqiri FIFA card? He's just 99 strength or something. And then Lyon bought him from Liverpool in 2021. Chicago Fire. Bro, my man has been in basically every league? Yes, dude. No. Yes. Bundesliga, Premier League, Serie A, Ligue 1. Oh, he has not been to Spain. Oh, man, my man has played in all four of the top 5 leagues. And now he's in the U.S. to just retire. And you just know he's cooking in the MLS. 4 goals and 6 assists this season. It's really good. Man, that's interesting. That's funny, man. Hey, I mean, freaking fair enough to him, right? This dude's just... What are those guys in boxing called? Journeymen? That's what he's like a journey footballer. I mean, he's talented, you know? Just, he has a lot of strength, literally physical strength. He's really strong. So that's interesting. All right. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Mia, and peace.